first and foremost, I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm proud of me for uploading a video for you guys to have to watch today, because I really thought last night was going to be the night where I just didn't upload out of just pure like exhaustion, stress, just can't even bring myself to do it. So I left work yesterday at around 4:30, went to the elementary school, picked up a few sets of books that I'm excited about, because I think my idea for using these during that universal access period will work. We shall see. The principal was very generous. And I got home, like, this is the principal that when we talk, we always talk for a while. I got home at like 6:30 because we spent a good portion of the time talking before I looked for books. Walked Riley, and on my walk with Riley, I remembered that I needed to post something. I needed to post a reel on my Instagram account today, because I was working with Teachers Pay Teachers, and everything was all set. Like, I had the reel created, it had been approved, because when you work with brands like this, in some circumstances, they have to approve like the footage, what you're saying, the wording of what you're saying, and if you put music in it, music for copyright reasons, which is totally fine, and that's standard. So I had created everything and had sent it over for approval, and they'd seen it, and what I had shared is what needed to be posted because it was legally approved. So this was the second one that I was posting. The first one, after learning some tips and tricks on how to get pre-recorded video that's already been put together onto Reels from someone by the name of Fancy Nancy on Instagram, who helped me quite a bit, I felt very confident that when I got home from this walk, I was just going to upload it to Reels just like I did with the last one. And for some reason, that video would not format itself correctly so that it appeared correctly on Reels. It just, I can't explain it, but like the framing of it was wrong, the captions were cut off, and it took me an hour and a half sitting on the floor of my bedroom in silence with Riley trying to figure out what I was doing. An hour and a half to figure out how to get it onto Reels correctly. And when I say I wanted to cry that whole, I won't say the whole hour and a half, I would say once we got past 15 minutes and I couldn't get that reel to upload correctly, I spent a good hour and 15 minutes suppressing the desire to just cry out of sheer frustration. Because this was taking away time that I intended to use to like look at the guided reading books that I was going to be trying out, thinking about some stuff I need to talk to my leadership students about, pulling my clothes out for the next day, packing my lunch, taking a shower, all of those things I have to do, like those routine things I need to do at night for me to feel like sane and secure when I go to bed. So by the time I finished getting everything done, and then showering, and then going through the steps of figuring out what are you going to wear, pulling out the stuff that you need for that, packing a lunch, washing some dishes that were in the sink, it was after 9 o'clock before I was able to sit down and even eat dinner. And I was at my wit's end. And on top of that, like, my hormones were completely off, and so everything was just exacerbated. Like, the frustration that I was feeling was like magnified because I just didn't have the patience. And so I wasn't going to edit the vlog because I was like trying to set boundaries and say, you know what, you're tired. Like, you spent an hour and a half looking at a screen trying to figure out some technical stuff. The last thing you want to do is sit down at a computer and edit some more video footage. And so I wasn't going to do it. But then after I ate and had a minute to sit down, I decided just go upstairs and do it, because if you don't do it tonight, you're going to go to bed feeling like you disappointed yourself, like you let yourself down, that you didn't do what you said you were going to do. You're going to wake up with that feeling, and it's going to make your day stressful. So it's just better to forfeit an hour of sleep to just avoid feeling that way. So just go edit the vlog and upload it. And that's what I did. And I think that was the right choice for me. So, yeah, as the people would say, or the older people in my family would say, the devil was busy last night. Like, he wanted me to just be upset and fail at everything I was trying to do. And he tried. And he almost won, but I willed myself with the internal strength that I have gotten from God and said, no, we're going to get this done. So that was my night last night. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog that went up this morning, because a lot of trauma went behind that video. So today it's going to be interesting, only because today I'm taking an Orange Theory class in the evening, a 5:30 class, which I do not like doing because I don't like exercising with makeup on my face, and also because I just prefer working out in the morning. Like, it's just a good way to start the day. So but this is the only day and time, Tuesdays and Thursdays, that my favorite trainer trains, and Liza's taking it with me. So it'll be interesting to see how I manage that. Like, I don't know if I'm going to wash my face and then wash it again. I feel like if I do that, that's not good for my skin, because now I'm drying my skin out. Am I just going to wipe the makeup off with water wipes? But is that going to dry my skin out? And then when will I walk Riley? And should I have taken the 4:30 class instead of the 5:30? But I couldn't do that because I have a meeting after school. So those are the things that I'm thinking about today. That's what's on the plan, in addition to teaching, which I will be sure to make an attempt to share. It'll depend, because I have a meeting after school and I don't know how long that meeting's gonna last. So nevertheless, I'm gonna go inside, get the day started, and I'll talk to you guys later. So based on what Herbert has said, or what he said and what he did, he says he doesn't seem to really believe in it. He seems like he's not taking it seriously. Anybody else? What if you had to describe his attitude towards the paw? What would you say and why?
Makes it like a joke.
He's joking about it. Can you give me a piece of text evidence that shows like he just thinks this is a joke? Tell us what paragraph we can look in.
65.
Everybody go to paragraph 65. Is there something down there that you're looking at? No? Okay. Paragraph 65. Go ahead and read it for me.
I expect you'll find a cash tied up in a bag in the middle of your bed, as said Herbert as he bathed in midnight, and something horrible squatting up on top of the wardrobe, watching you as you're talking your ill-gotten gains.
Yeah. It sounds like he's being serious, but he's being sarcastic. So Avery says he's joking about it, not taking it seriously. Give table 4 a point. Anybody else?
Very skeptical.
How do you know?
In paragraph 71.
Everybody go to paragraph 71.
Yeah, jokes about it. He says, well, don't break into the money before I come back. And Herbert, as he approached the table, the fatal will turn into an avaricious man. We shall have to descend.
Good. If you didn't highlight that, that's also an indication that tells you how he feels. Good. Go ahead.
Oh, how did Herbert die so quickly? Like, the moment he walked outside, the wife noticed that there was strange movement outside. So that means that the moment he went outside, he died, and then that dude came to the house.
No, you're supposed to assume that time has elapsed. Like, he's gone, some time has elapsed, and these men are now coming a little bit later. So it's not like he stepped out and then instantaneously, like, he was gone.
You have said, like, they're having a conversation, drinking tea, and then hours passed or something like that. It would make more sense if they do it.
So that would be, like, if we were highlighting, you would highlight that in what color? You're giving your opinion.
The opinion color, wait.
Which is?
Purple.
Purple. Okay.
Yay.
It sort of seems like within his like nervousness, he sort of uses like jokes and like tries to seem like he doesn't take it seriously, but it seems like he's just like, I don't trust it, but I also think this is stupid, so I'm gonna make jokes to hide how I really feel behind it.
Yeah, like that was a conversation we had in homeroom, because I interpreted a part of the story differently until someone said, no, I don't think that's what's happening, and that's the part of the story that Bill's referring to. So go to paragraph number 66. And up until yesterday, the way that I read that, and that's just me, like, because I'm an adult and it happens to adults, I wasn't reading that part very closely. I had thought in paragraph 66 that Herbert and the mom go upstairs, they go to bed, and the person that's downstairs looking at the fire is the dad. But it's not the dad, it's who? It's Herbert. So the parents go upstairs, they joke like, oh, we got this ball, we're retiring for the night. And Herbert is left downstairs, and what happens in paragraph 66 while he's downstairs?
He's left alone in the darkness and he's seeing things in the fire. I think this sort of like interprets and sort of symbolizes that something might be happening to him, since he was the one who was dismissing and joking about it. So it's like, oh, you're gonna talk this, that, and the other, and someone has warned you about it.
Yeah.
So now this is sort of a symbol that something might be happening.
The monkey's paw was like, you're not taking me seriously? Well,
You don't pay the price.
now you will. So he's sitting downstairs in the fire, and he is seeing things in the fire to the point where he's like mesmerized or amazed. And then he like, his palms are kind of getting sweaty. And he just does what? He just like wipes his hands and then just kind of like laughs it off. But I don't think he's laughing like it's haha funny. I think it's probably like a nervous laugh, like something is in the fire and I don't know what's going on. What did you want to say?
Actually, when you said that, when he laughed, it actually said, it got so vivid that with a little unease laugh.
Yeah.
So kind of like he was like, you know, like he didn't like what he was saying, and like kind of like he was a little bit afraid.
Yeah, because we all know what nervous laughter is like. You're laughing, but it's really like a nervous reaction. But he just like brushes it off, and then he goes upstairs and he goes to bed. And then he wakes up the next morning after having seen that in the fire. Does he wake up the next morning and be like, Dad, it's real? No, he still is joking about it. So he's still dismissing it. That's where he says in paragraph 71, well, don't break into the money before I come back, said Herbert, as he rose from the table. I'm afraid it'll turn you into a mean, avaricious man, and we shall have to disown you. And you know he's joking because his mother does what when he says that? She laughs and is like, oh, Herbert. And then Herbert leaves and never comes back.
Or maybe he does come back, but we have
Or yeah, maybe he did come back, we just don't know. So the words we're using to describe his attitude would be what?
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful, skeptical, dismissive, sarcastic, not taking it seriously, correct? Okay. So all I want you to do is, let's put this in the notes section of page 14 with a pencil. See how there's a note section?
Yeah.
Just write Herbert's attitude, and we're just going to write down the words that we said, and then tomorrow we're going to start drafting a topic sentence and a closing sentence, because the nice thing is now we have some direction as to where we should be finding this text evidence. So in the note section, can you guys see if I write right here?
Yeah.
You're going to write Herbert's attitude.
That's it.
No. Attitude. And you're going to make a list. We said dismissive, sarcastic. What was the other word? What'd you say?
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Trifling.
I don't know that word.
Anything unimportant.
Disrespectful. Skeptical, that's the word I was looking for.
Oh.
Okay. And then we're going to pause there. Because that's what we know we're going to answer the question by choosing one of those words, in addition to just briefly describing what the monkey's paw is, but not living our lives there. Okay? Would you guys like to listen to all your twisted secrets?
Yes,
please.
Let's do a roll noodle.
Close this book. Put your highlighters away. You don't need anything on your desk. Oh, that piece of paper, we're going to use that for the topic sentence. So just stick it in your book with the monkey's paw. Just stick it in there. It's 5:20, and I literally just had to take a deep cleansing breath. So I vlogged on the way to school this morning. Let you know what my plan was. I was going to be working out at Orange Theory today after work for the 5:30 class. And you know, I didn't know what I was gonna do about makeup and whatever. So I left work, I taught, teaching went fine. And I was gonna talk more about the teaching portion of my day before all this crap happened. Hold on a second. I don't even know what I was saying. Anyway, I was going to talk about the teaching portion of my day. That went well. I did get some footage of me teaching language arts, and what I think I was going to say before the debacle that I'm about to tell you about occurred, and debacle is dramatic, but that's what I'm saying right now, is you know, just the difference of teaching certain things in person versus online. So just doing this writing assignment as a whole group and having so much more participation with kids because they're in the presence of each other and like feeding off of each other and working collaboratively, really does help. So that went well. We accomplished what I intended to accomplish today with both classes, and my switch class that has been behind for a little while is now pretty much in the same spot as my homeroom class. And so I left work, I think around 4:30 because I had a meeting after school. Came home, did everything I was supposed to do, like got my clothes out, got that ready, because I was like, when I leave my workout class, I do not want to be like, you know, trying to pull clothes out or whatever. So I get all that done and get dressed and go downstairs and get in my car. And the car won't start. The battery has died, which I feel like the battery in this car has died frequently in relationship to what it should be doing. And I tried to call Liza to see if she could pick me up, but she couldn't because she had to go back home and do something. I don't have time to get an Uber because I don't even use Uber that much, so then I have to download the app and all that. And just the stress of like, okay, now I gotta make sure I get AAA down here, and are they gonna be able to jump it? Am I gonna need to get a battery? Is the battery gonna be installed? I wish I just had another car. And I was looking forward to exercising because I haven't exercised all the day, and this was going to help me with just stress management. And it's fine because I have a Peloton upstairs and I can do that, but I think just the fact that this is happening, and then I had the issues I had yesterday, and then just dealing with people that have worked a last nerve in many different ways, is just really agitating me right now. I can't even exercise the way that I want to because the car decides that the battery's not running. Mind you, I understand I'm fortunate that that happened at home and not like in the middle of nowhere. But I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated. So I called AAA. I'm waiting on them. They should be here within a half hour and we will see. I feel like what always happens is I have to get a battery and then I get stressed. I have to go get the battery, and then there's something about AutoZone. They won't put the battery in your car for you or something. I don't even remember. So we're gonna see what happens there. And it's like, all I want is an evening where I come home and I can just sit and relax and do the things I need to do and not deal with some technical issue, some unexpected interruption to my day. And I thought that today would be that, and no, that happened. So this is life on whatever day this is, September the 9th, 2021. I'm just at the epitome of agitation at this point. So I feel like just the urge to cry out of just sheer irritation. I'm gonna, I can't even close the vlog in a positive tone of voice because I'm just so annoyed. But that's how today went. So if you enjoyed today's vlog, give this a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Head over to Instagram and follow me there as well. And we're gonna have a better day tomorrow. And as always, I hope that you guys are well. And if you're not well, please be well. And I'll see you tomorrow. See you then. Bye.